What's up, guys, and welcome to the second episode of the Ultimate Torture God Career Mode in EA UFC 3. We still have no idea if UTG is the original Torture God or who the hell this creature is, but I'm assuming we're going to find out a few things as time goes on. Maybe not in this video, but as time goes on, we will have our answers, and we will finally know who this guy actually is. So, in the first video, he went through 3 fights. UTG has, 2 wins and 1 loss right now. 2 knockout wins and 1 knockout loss. So this is his opportunity, I would assume. This is how it usually works with these career modes, to get to the UFC. Taking on Waylon Jenkins, who is pretty much generally shit. At least UTG has decent stats in other, in some categories. And there it is, confirmed. The Dana White looking for a fight show will be at the UTG fight coming up against Waylon Jenkins.
Hey, I'm UFC President Dana White, and we're always looking for up-and-coming talent to sign. Back in the day, I used to scout the world looking for new talent, but I haven't done that in years. I'm looking for the next Ronda Rousey, the next Robbie Lawler, the next Conor McGregor. I'm looking for future champions, and I'm willing to go to any show, anywhere in the world to find them.
I've heard about this guy, Ultimate Torture God. I want to see if he's the UTG and see if he's going to be in the UFC.
And here we go. UTG versus Waylon Jenkins. We have some interesting stuff coming out of that from Dana White, who, just like us, has no idea whether this is Torture God or Ultimate Torture God, or who the fuck this is. We have no idea. He has no idea. We're all going to find out as time goes on. All we know right now is that UTG is taking on Waylon Jenkins, and UTG has learned some devastating techniques over his last few camps. Of course, he has that Superman punch that he's landed a few times. He has some pretty decent lead elbows, like level 3. So he has a few techniques, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't have any head kicks. That's something he needs to develop as time goes on. There he goes, trying to find that elbow. He lands with the jab overhand, though. He feints the Superman punch, and he lands a leg kick. One thing that you have to say about this version of, or this dimension / whatever this is, Torture God wise, that this is, I don't know, this is like a more complete version, it seems like. When we saw original Torture God fight, a lot of times he was just stiff, he wasn't fast. It might be because UTG is taking on heavyweights, so they are of course going to be slower than lightweights, but I don't know, it just seems like he's more crisp and he has a lot more potential. We'll see if this is just like, against these bums. But so far looking pretty good, and he's actually pretty fun to use, so we'll see what happens with him. Waylon Jenkins, though, he's not really doing a whole lot in this fight. He's just kind of taking the beating. It remains to be seen whether or not he's just doing that to hopefully for him, gas out UTG and potentially get a late knockout or something like that. He does land a good shot there, but UTG follows up with a hell of a combo, a 3-piece. All that was missing was the soda. There he goes to the body too. That's something UTG's been doing a lot more, is going to the body as much as possible, especially because he does have like level 3 body shots, a body jab, so he can definitely do a lot of damage with that. Waylon Jenkins, though, he's starting to find his range. He's starting to land with a lot of shots, doing a lot of damage to UTG. A head kick lands for Jenkins, but an overhand from UTG. Leg kick to follow. Another overhand, this time it misses. Uppercuts miss. Jenkins is in trouble. UTG is swarming on him, not giving him any chance to get out of the corner and just beat the shit out of him. Ooh, Jenkins lands a very clutch shot there because he was in a precarious scenario. He gets caught. UTG. Could he go for the finish? He survives. Jenkins survives, but we've seen UTG do a lot of damage with the tie clinch. He goes for it. It gets stopped by Jenkins, who goes into the over-under. UTG is looking for that single collar. He clearly wants to go to the tie clinch, but he gets reversed. Now he's the one with his back against the fence. He can't really do too much damage from this position. He just has to regain his stamina. He goes back to single collar. Goes to over-under. Back to single collar. He's clearly looking... Okay, I thought he was looking for the tie, but he actually went with the break. Fair enough. Fair enough. He probably believes he can finish this guy on the feet. Oh, he rocks him again. Goes in with a leg kick, and he ends the round with an overhand. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough time to go in for that finish. It looked like it was pretty much on the cusp of arriving. But look at that shit tattoo from Jenkins. I mean, UTG has some shit tattoos, but that's one of the worst ones I've seen so far for created characters. All right. Round 2. UTG's looking very good. He misses with the Superman punch, actually. Looked like he barely landed on the top of his head, but of course that doesn't really do much. UTG gets caught by a body kick. Jenkins is throwing. He's trying to at least do something. He's trying to respond. But UTG's looking very, very good in this fight. He lands a Superman punch, does no damage. Ooh, he looks for the body, did Ultimate Torture God. Shoots in for the leg kick. He keeps on looking for that overhand, which when it lands does a lot of damage. The hook does damage. Oh! Uppercut knockout. UTG is on his way to the UFC. That clearly is the most impressive knockout of his career so far. In the biggest stage he's been in so far, he does that. Look at this. The most complete performance he's had. Look at this uppercut. It's perfectly placed. He goes low, and then he sets it up, and he just winds up and boom! Sends him straight into orbit. And then he goes in for the kill. Look at that looping punch to end it. And UTG, with that beautiful dragon on his face, is going to the UFC. Dana White must be impressed by that. His longevity is still pretty good at 92.7%. He gained a few thousand fans, so not too bad. And $1.6 thousand isn't terrible.
We need more data, so we're going to try to do this. We're going to sign this guy to the UFC and figure some things out.
And okay, the opportunity to have a rematch with Eric Jones is there. Fedyenka Zaitev and Rory Chase. So, UTG, he does always go with the person with the best record, and of course you have to accept an opportunity for revenge. Waylon Jenkins is talking shit. I mean, you know how this goes. The guy talks shit to the guy who just knocked his ass out. UTG, though, he's very different from Torture God in the way that he behaves, and he is saying he's going to give that guy an opportunity if he signs for the UFC. So fair enough to UTG. I don't know why they're showing a picture of UTG versus Jones on there. I mean, all right.
Hi everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary with your UFC Minute. In the upcoming UFC card, we have a brand new fighter entering the UFC's octagon. He goes by the name of Ultimate Torture God, and the question on everybody's mind is this the original Torture God, the man that the fans grew to love, and he became a global icon transcending the sport of mixed martial arts? Or is this just a mega fan or a copycat or some other creature from a parallel dimension? We'll find out as we go on. And that's it for this UFC Minute. Enjoy the fights, you motherfuckers. You fucking whores.
Thank you, Megan. It is time for the debut in the UFC of the Ultimate Torture God. Now, I guess it probably is the debut for Eric Jones, too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the tape, because in the WFA they don't show you that. Eric Jones has a significant advantage in terms of height. Reach-wise, they're pretty much the same. So we'll see if UTG can counterbalance what happened in the first fight. I mean, Eric Jones just beat the shit out of him. Actually, I guess didn't technically beat the shit out of him. First round was definitely an Ultimate Torture God win. But look at this, Torture God, oh my god, is it over? Almost over immediately. UTG is taking no prisoners. Definitely a difference from the original Torture God, where, you know, OGTG would try to basically just destroy somebody, and like as long as he could, he would taunt like crazy. But UTG seems like he just wants to go there and get finishes. He wants to prolong his career as much as possible, and he wants to make as much money as possible as opposed to just torture. But regardless, man, like, you have to admit, this is looking like a very similar fight to the first one. Oh my god, he hurts him again. He can't go in for the finish, but there's the taunt. Oh, could that be telling? Could that be telling? Superman punch. Look at the flow on this man. Look at the fucking flow from UTG. This time the leg kick is checked. He's going to the head and the body. Superman punch lands right on the nose. Phenomenal shots there from Eric Jones right now. Look at this. Look at this fight. Oh, Superman punch again. Look at this fucking fight. Oh, he hurts him. Is it over? It's over. UTG avenges the only loss of his career so far with a big knockout against Eric Jones, his rival so far. Look at this. Look at the Ghidorah. Look at the Ghidorah on this man. He's licking the blood of his enemy. Clearly, he's clearly a big fan of BJ Penn. Hopefully, he won't have the post fighting career. His post career like BJ Penn. Hopefully, he won't be getting beat up by random people at bars and at clubs and shit like that. But right now, so far, so good. Look at that, man. He busted that guy's nose. He sent his ass packing, and he went in with those looping shots to finish him. He's clearly a fucking rage god, this guy. I mean, just wow. That was not those shots were completely unnecessary, but they were beautiful to look at. I'll give him that. What a fucking performance. UTG dominates the rematch. He can't even believe it. He has a broken nose, it looks like. Eric Jones took a beating. Absolute beating. He definitely had a horseshoe up his ass in that first fight. UTG proved it right there. UTG's the GOAT. Or he's going to be the GOAT. I can feel it. I can feel it. Take a look. Of course, his debut. He didn't get a performance bonus, which is pretty weird, but I guess kind of makes sense. That usually goes to the guys higher up in the card. You would assume he's on the the Facebook prelims or something. Megan Olivier, of course, is impressed with Ultimate Torture God. We'll see what he goes ahead and says. None of these are really funny, so bring on the next, I guess. All right, so now we got Zaitsev. That's a trash record, dude. 3-2. Rory Chase is 4-3. And Valery Volkov. So they all have pretty much the same thing. They have one more win to do losses, so it's pretty much the same exact thing. Rory Chase was offered before, and he looks like statistically at least he might be a bit more dangerous. Let's go ahead and go with Rory Chase, as UTG is looking to make a very, very dominant second fight in his career. However, this guy's 6'4", and he has a big reach advantage. He's got a 79-inch reach. So UTG is definitely going up against it right now, but this guy only weighs 250, and UTG wears 265, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't see how that's possible by looking at him, but alright. Okay, game, I see you. Alright, there we go. UTG immediately with an overhand. He lands on him twice, sends him packing. Superman punch with the knockout! UTG! Oh my fucking god, what a performance. This man is a fucking animal. A fucking animal. He rocked him with the first two shots he landed, basically. And then as soon as he's standing up, he saw that, and he went in for a Superman punch, and he knocked him completely dead. Look at this. He stands up. As he's standing up, UTG is in the air, and he just fucking destroys him. Mario Yamasaki can't believe it, and that his little death stance at the very end, his death pose is perfect. Look at him. Oh man, that's just perfect. That is perfect. See, he's standing up, and UTG's already lunging forward and just destroys him. What a performance for UTG. That has to be a performance of the night. You don't get a better knockout than that. It's just not going to happen. It's just impossible. He doesn't even know what that will happen to him. This is some Ngannou type stuff. UTG touches you and you explode, at least with that shot. Maybe Chase just has a Brendan Schwab level chin, who knows. But regardless, UTG is on a roll. 2 knockouts, of course 2 finishes and 2 UFC fights, so that's a hell of a start. Still no performance bonus. Now that's complete bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. Luckily for him though, no oh, there he goes. Performance of the night bonus. Alright, that's fine. Oh, maybe the one I was looking at was fight of the night. Well, regardless, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, which is the best way you can support a small channel like myself. And let me know in the comment section down below what you think of UTG. Is he better already than the original Torture God, and what can he achieve in his career, guys? That's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.